We're doing it. I'm here with someone who I think we're friends. This isn't the first time we've met. We're good buddies. He's a Grammy Award winner, Stoic.
Thank you for having me. I think we're friends too.
The Grammy Award-winning producer. He's my best buddy. We go way back. Where is the Grammy right now?
I have a few different copies. I actually didn't get the award, like the medal.
Oh, you didn't?
Nah, I got a piece of paper that I had to pay for, and then my entire family wanted them, so I had to buy 4 pieces of paper for like $240
so
total.
You don't get the thing?
No, I fucking
only Doechii gets the thing. Or?
This was actually the first year, from what I heard, that no one got the thing except Doechii. It's a scam.
What?
And that's why I'm done with music. You heard it here first.
That's a big announcement.
Yeah, fucked up. But I mean.
What?
Can I cuss on this podcast?
You can cuss on this podcast.
I can cuss? Okay.
You can cuss.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's fucked.
Damn. So what'd you do with that?
The paper? I don't know. I got it somewhere in a folder.
It's like a certificate like you get in elementary school. That's crazy.
I think I have it next to my birth certificate.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's crazy. At least maybe you'll keep track of both of them then.
I guess. If anyone ever needs it.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Where were you when you received your Grammy, or during the Grammys?
During the Grammys, I was at home. Honestly, it worked out so nicely. I was at home with all my best friends, my family, my manager, who falls into neither of those categories. It was a great time. Honestly, it worked out as well as it could have. I'm sure, my mom wanted to be at the Grammys, but hopefully we'll get to another one.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not the first. It's just the first one.
Yeah.
There's going to be more.
First one's always the hardest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I can't get over the paper thing. Damn.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
But still sick.
I guess.
It's still sick.
Actually, the first one they sent me, they messed it up. They were supposed to put my full name, and they'd put me and the co-producer on the track. I mean, I'm not complaining. Whatever. But yeah, it was just like a lot of hoops.
People still know you got it, though.
Yeah.
You know you got it. People still know you got it.
Yeah. I don't like to talk about it.
Did that change things for you?
For like the 15 minutes of fame, I think.
Yeah.
A little bit. Yeah. I got a lot of likes on Instagram for a week, and that was just about it. And
but honestly, that's what we're all doing it for nowadays, isn't it? We're just doing it for the likes on Instagram.
The only reason I'm still on this earth is for the Instagram likes.
Instagram likes and follows, bro. There's no other reason.
On some real shit, the one thing it did get me was my mom name dropped that I won a Grammy, and we got a reservation to Peter Luger's Steakhouse.
That's sick.
So, like, I mean, how can you put a price on that?
That is honestly, there are perks.
Yeah. I mean, granted, it was like a Sunday at 7 p.m.
It was empty, but
no one wanted to be there, but it worked.
That's good.
Yeah.
So, and if you don't know, it was for Doechii's album Alligator Bites Never Heal. You produced the song BULLFROG. How did that come together? Tell me the story. Give me the lore.
It's a really shitty story.
We love shitty stories around here.
For anyone that doesn't know, I've been posting type beats on YouTube for over a decade at this point, which is kind of crazy to say.
What artists?
I post a lot of Tyler, Earl, Doom, Dilla, Madlib, Kendrick, that kind of thing. And I had this one beat up probably from like 3 or 4 years ago called Fangs, and I guess that day Doechii was looking for a Kendrick X Pusha T type beat, and I had just the one for her. And that's literally all it was. She found a type beat of mine on YouTube, and 2 weeks later I got a message from someone on TDE, and they were telling me, you got one with Doechii, it's going to be on her, they called it a mixtape. And yeah, that's it. We'll send over some paperwork. I was like, okay, cool.
So you don't even know. So I'm interested in the type beat community.
Mm-hmm.
So you didn't even know she purchased it or used it, or like you didn't know until like, oh, it's already on the album. Like that was when you found out.
No clue.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I got the message. I was really excited to be hearing from TDE. Shouts out to my guy Dev at TDE. I've been the biggest fan of TDE since probably like 2012 with what Kendrick and Soul and J-Rock and Schoolboy were all doing at the time. And I think it was like a BET cypher they did in like 2012, 2014, around that era. Yeah. One of my favorites. So yeah, I was just hyped to be a part of it. I didn't really think about like, oh, am I going to get paid, or is this project going to do anything? Things like that.
So then how does that work? Like so someone reaches out to you, says, you got a placement on the album. do you then like, we got to negotiate splits? Like, or is that just like part of when they bought the beat? Like, how does that work?
It was a very loose negotiation. They wanted it. They gave me a price.
Yeah.
I would be a fool to try to, you know, I have relatively no big placements or a lot of leverage in this situation. I was just happy to get one in with, you know, an amazing artist, and the money, whatever, at that time.
But the name of the game, I feel like, is having leverage. And then by doing that, you have more leverage.
For
so
sure.
Like it
exactly.
pays off in that respect.
I'm a big like connections kind of guy. As far as music goes, like I spent the better half of my career just sending out free beats. I still do it to this day, like especially to the homies, like guys like LIFEOFTHOM, Black Sam, CJ Fly. They ever need a beat, they know they come to me. I give them a beat. We're not talking about money. Publishing exists. I get back end stuff. Like I'm not complaining about that. My kind of idea is that as long as I have songs coming out, things will work out in the end. I believe so, at least.
How did you get into making the type beats? Because I feel like not every producer goes that, like, doing that route. And then how, like, is that, are you doing that as like a way to make money and generate income? Is that like the initial inspiration for doing that? Or are there other reasons why you would start doing something like that?
Initially in 2015, it was just a way to catalog the music I was making. So I had started out with a background in, you know, I've played guitar since I was like 9 years old. And when I started producing, a lot of my beats had guitar in them. I just wanted a place to put them, not necessarily for anyone to hear them, but just for me to be able to go to my YouTube channel and be like, okay, I can listen to some shit I made when I'm in the car or whatever. Like it was very modest and never expected it to be anything. I think I had a couple videos initially hit like 10,000 views, and I was like, wow, that's kind of crazy. A lot of hate comments.
Hate comments? Why?
Yeah, bro, my shit sucked. Are you kidding me?
That's good. It's good when your shit sucks.
Yeah.
Like now looking back on it, you want your old shit to suck.
For sure. I mean, if I could say anything about my old shit, like it was creative. You know, I was doing guitar solos where the verse section of a track should be, which no rapper likes to rap over a guitar solo, I learned. But I realized that, you know, some of the feedback was actually pretty constructive. So I listened to it, and I don't know how I had the wherewithal as like an 18, 19-year-old to be like, okay, I'll just get better. Like I know a lot of people crash out over shit, like, or like reject, you know, hate comments, but some of them I felt like they were rooted in reality, and I was like, you know what, maybe I should listen to them. And I still get hate comments, so like whatever. But as far as type beats go, the main catalyst for me taking them seriously was I was in college, I was in nursing school, and I was a semester away from graduating. I was supposed to be a nurse, and I failed a class by 2 points. I got left back for like a full year. And I was just like a depressed loser. And I was like, shit, what can I do in this interim time to be productive? And I had this little beat channel going with like 500 subscribers. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to post every day for the next year, sometimes twice a day, and just see where it goes. And by the time I was ready to graduate, I was making more income from YouTube than I would be as a nurse. And I kind of just kept doing that. And I'm shout out to my parents, because I was very blessed. They told me, why don't you move to California for a year or two, try to find your path, see if you can make any connections, see how the music thing goes. And I was like, you know what, I'll do that. And I did that, and things have been good since. I really can't complain. I got very lucky, but like, you know, it's a lot of working in the dark that people don't see too.
Yeah. Shout out to your parents. That's not every parent would.
I got some good parents.
Yeah,
for sure.
some parents, sure. Like my parents, it's like, we try, like, do whatever you want. We're not gonna tell you what to do, but like to encourage you to do that and kind of push you for it is very nice. Because yeah, it is weird when you're like I always joke that I went to school, I got a degree in mathematical economics, so it was very awkward to like get a math econ degree, start off in finance, be like, I'm just gonna go like make goofy, stupid YouTube videos, and just my degree means nothing anymore. And your parents like, yeah, it's okay, that's fine.
Yeah, it's tough, especially when, I don't know about you, but I'm still paying for my degree to this day. Yeah, like me, not my parents. So they were like, yeah, go, you know, fuck off in California. But at the end of the day, they really held no liability on that.
Yeah,
end,
it makes it easier if you're the one paying it. Then exactly. It's your decision at the end of the day. So, but that's funny.
Yeah, but shouts out to them, because I don't know if I would have had the confidence to make that decision on my own. I'm a very rational, calculated kind of guy.
I am, and it's crippling. I like that too.
And I've grown out of that since I've seen that, how things can go if you're a little less calculated and you just say fuck it and go try a million things, which I think is the key to life at this point, by the way. But
I figured it out.
yeah. I understand this shit. I'm working on a different plane right now. But yeah, I wouldn't have been able to make that decision on my own. I don't think I needed that push. So good on them.
So what was it like being in LA? You were there for how long?
I was there for a little under 2 years. I loved it. I told myself I'm going to stay here for 2 years, whether I love it or hate it. And I'll be back in New York after that. So I ended up loving it. But all my friends, all my family are in New York, and it was really tough for me to like permanently leave them. But I felt like I got, I had some roots in LA at that point. I made some really good connections and some good friends even. And I was comfortable taking the trip back to New York and, setting up shop there.
It's not a bad place to be for music either. So
it really isn't. I mean, in terms of the music cities, like you can argue, but it falls somewhere in the top 5.
Yeah, I guess for hip hop, it could be 3.
For hip hop, sure. Yeah.
For hip hop, I feel like I could see maybe saying 3. Mm-hmm. See Atlanta being up there.
Atlanta, I would throw Chicago.
Really?
I'm giving Chicago 2, honestly.
Chicago 2?
Yeah.
Really?
Specifically the rap music coming out of Chicago in the past 10 years, I'm in love with it. I love how they're like, I might be a little dumb on this take, but I love that, a lot of my favorite artists from Chicago really lean into that jazzy rap sounds. And I mean, you got guys like Mick, you got guys like up and comers like Kai, both on PAELLA, by the way. You got No Name, you got so many artists that are just like really, really doing their thing at a really high level. I love Chicago music.
I do too. So I don't want to sound like I'm throwing shade at Chicago, but that's true. I like all those guys too.
Yeah.
So you said Mick Jenkins. When did you start working with him? Because you've produced a few songs for him, right?
Yes, I think Mick and I have about 5 that are out at this point. But the short story of it all is that I saw on his Instagram story that he was doing features, as he does sometimes. And I reached out to him and I said, hey, listen, I'm putting together a little project and I could use a feature, like whatever. We went back and forth. He goes, okay, send some beats.
When was this?
This was 2021 or 2022.
Okay.
He gives me his number and I send him 3 beats and I get a text back an hour later saying, hey, listen, I can't do the feature. And I was like, oh shit, my beats are really trash. Like they're not as good as I thought. And he hits me back, very suspenseful. I can't do this. I need these beats on my album. And I was like, oh shit, okay, cool. So he ends up taking 2 of the 3 beats for his album. He gives me a feature on the last beat. Those 2 beats that he took were Guapanese and Smoke Break Dance featuring Jid. So that was basically how our working connection started, our working relationship rather. And yeah, Mick is amazing. Like to be able to be tapped in with a guy like that who's been doing this at such a high level for so long.
One of the best lyricists for sure.
Honestly. I mean, everyone says it, but like since the Waters, like probably even before that, I'm uneducated a little bit. But yeah.
We just don't
he's played a huge role in the ecosystem of hip hop, and yeah, just I was taken back, definitely.
So you have a good relationship with them still? Like you guys still work together a good amount, right?
Definitely. I mean, he has 2 on this next album. One of them already came out. It's called Up and Away. That's the single track with Kai Crusade. Probably one of my favorite tracks I've ever produced, truthfully. And
why is that?
I just love the way that it came together. There's multiple reasons. I mean, it was kind of serendipitous. Serendipitous? That's a word?
A good word.
Sure.
I don't know what it means, but that's good for you.
It was like perfect timing kind of thing. Universe.
The stars aligned.
Perfect. Yeah. So the way that track came together is Kai Crusade, who's a homie of mine, hit me up for like if I was working on a jazzy beat for whatever reason. And in that exact moment, I had just clicked export on a very, very jazzy little track. And I was like, you mean like this? And I sent it over like within like a minute of him texting it. I finished the beat and sent it over. And then within 30 minutes later, he had a verse and a hook. And I was like, bro, I don't know if you know this, but I'm working on a little album right now. Do you mind if I like could have this? And he was in the studio with Chris Classic over in Chicago. They were recording that track together, and I talked to the both of them, and they were like, you know, fuck it, yeah, let's do it. I was like, I'll get a feature on it. I'll put the track together. And at this time, Kai had never had a track with Mick yet. And Kai looks up to Mick a lot, being from the Chicago scene.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what, let's do this, because I already kind of had that in with Mick, and we had been working, and the way, yeah, it just came together so beautifully. Mick really did his thing on that track. Like the assignment was definitely understood by everybody. So
yes, that was one of my favorites too.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, before we get more into Paella, I have a few more your come up questions. So what was that the first bigger artist that you had worked with? Was that Mick Jenkins track? Like, was that like your first big placement on a?
If you really want to get into it, my first big artist I worked with, in my mind at least, is Afro Man. So back in
yes, this is what I wanted. This is the lore we were looking for. Lore. Yeah. Hell yeah.
2018 maybe. I got this beat that's blowing up on YouTube. Probably my first beat to hit 100,000 views. And
a beat. Honestly, I'm surprised beats hit 100,000 views. I don't know if that's a very like naive of me to think that, but
not a lot of them do. I mean, you got to think about how many people are actually looking for. There's definitely a lot of people looking for beats, but compare that to the number of beats that are being put out per day on YouTube, which is crazy. Definitely over at least 10,000.
But do you have to worry about when you're putting them on YouTube? I'm so fascinated by the type beats thing. Like people are just like rapping on it and not doing like, so your beat's just out there probably 100 times with. Yeah. Is that just happens? You just like, that's just part of the game?
Yeah, I mean, for me, I like it because even if someone puts a real piss poor performance over one of my beats, a listener could still say, damn, that beat's good though. You know?
Yeah, right. So the beat carried.
yeah, whatever it is. I know I'm doing my job. I don't really get upset when people's performance isn't to my standards or to everyone else's standards. Also, I've heard performances on my beats that I didn't think they were great and everyone else loves them. So like, that's the beauty of music. It's so subjective.
That's crazy.
You can make anything, and I'm just giving you the canvas. You paint whatever you want.
So when you're making beats, do you have like people in mind? Like I know when you're doing the type beat specifically, I guess like you're doing it with that in mind. But when you're doing it now, like, are you just making things and you're just figure it out whenever there's a need, or are you making it like with something in someone in mind?
Well, I still do the type beats to this day. I mean, that is like, truthfully, I say that. I always tell people like it's most of my income still, which isn't a lie, but the fact of the matter is it just keeps me on such a nice schedule. Like for the past 7 or 8 years, I've been on an every other day of the week posting schedule. And for me, that equals, 12, 15 beats a month. And I'm happy with that. I'm like, we're talking about finished beats, arranged, mixed, mastered, ready to send out. Like that's a good schedule that I like to keep to. And if YouTube helps me do that and keep that at the top of my mind, then like why stop?
That's crazy. Are there producers that look down on that or like judge people who do that type of stuff? Or
I mean, listen, I understand it. I could see if I wasn't a type beat guy or if I didn't get my start on YouTube, I'd probably look down on it too, because it's like, what are you doing? Like you're using other people's name for clout.
I think it's just for search. Like, it's just like, how is someone going to find a beat? Like, I'm just trying to find a way for you to figure it out.
You got to think there were, before YouTube and type beats, there were ways. But this was just the era I grew up in. I had no intentions of being a producer. I always loved music. I just, I didn't see myself doing it. And this is just how it happened. So people could be mad, but it's not my problem. I don't know.
Yeah. Did you ever try to rap?
Yeah.
How bad?
Yeah, that's actually how I found out what type beats were. Because, I mean, you're saying that like you've never tried to rap over a type beat.
I never have. Only in my head. I've never made a real attempt ever.
Camera one, camera two, that's a lie.
Never.
And that's a lie.
I know better. I know better than to try.
So you're telling me you've never been in high school and you've never had a car.
Never.
And you've never had a homie who might have had a joint.
Never.
I never
did drugs. Sorry. I'm straight edge.
I don't get what I thought we were like best buds and all this fucking lying.
It's because we're opposites.
Opposites attract, though.
Yeah. It's what I'm saying.
This is so much lying,
Yeah.
man.
You tried to rap and I didn't.
Yeah. Well, I did, and truthfully, how I kind of got into it was I had a homie. I still have a homie, Mike Freed. Shouts out, Mike.
Big Mike.
Me and the homie would. I think it started by like we were so obsessed with the early like BT ciphers and XXL ciphers, and we would memorize those verses and then come into middle school and high school at the lunch table and rap them to people. Like we were fucking out of our mind.
Pretend it was yours.
Yeah, we would make like it was. Well, we wouldn't say it was ours, but we wouldn't say it wasn't. Exactly. And I think people thought we were good rappers, and in turn, that made us thought we were good rappers. So we're like, you know what? Let's put pen to paper, or let's put thumb to notes app, and we just started sending back and forth, some raps over like the hottest instrumentals at that time. So like, we freestyled to like most of the beats from like Before the Money and like 1999, Section 80, shit like that. Like, that was just fun to me. So yeah, I have a little background in like writing and rapping, I guess you could say, but I never took myself too serious with it.
That's interesting.
Yeah, right. I like making the beat better. I prefer it. Yeah.
I think that's what I would have like if I was going to do something. I think I would have been more likely to be a producer than a rapper. Like I think I could have convinced myself that I had the ear to potentially figure it out. Probably wouldn't have.
There's still time.
Will you teach me?
No. No, so much fucking work. Are you kidding me?
Damn it! Then I'm never gonna do it.
I would never. Okay.
That was you.
There's so many resources. You don't need me. Fuck. I'm not doing that.
All right, never mind then. Well, I guess I'm skipping that other album. Like you've done some collab albums with Tom, CJ Fly, and who's your friend?
Reyan.
Reyan.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'll do them chronologically, but my first album was called Dummy. That came about because one of my other friends that I used to rap with in high school, named Reyan, we had started making some music together, just some loosies and stuff like that. And we lived 5 minutes from each other in Staten Island back in 2021. And we had enough loosies together where we were like, let's put out an album. Fuck it. Like, what else are we doing? And we recorded the whole thing in my mom's basement. And I love that album. I think that's a very slept on album. I mean, granted, my beats are a little immature maybe, but the emotion's there. And my homie Reyan, maybe, not the most polished rapper, but like for what he's doing, the performance he puts on, he's incredible. Like, I don't know a lot of rappers like him. And I'll say that still to this day. So whenever people find out about that album, I think they'll like it. Might be in 20 years though. I think that's the beauty of all this.
Yes, it's a perpetuity.
And then the next album was Piranha with CJ Fly, another album that I loved making. Shouts out CJ, one of the greatest dudes.
Shouts out
really
CJ. Got
me into like meeting a lot of people within music and learning how to carry myself. He's kind of like, I think he thinks he's like a big brother to me, but he's really more of like an old head to me. But I humor him.
How'd you guys meet?
We met through, I always forget how we meet. If we met, if it was through Nick Caution, who was also a Pro Era member, or if it was through Chelsea Reject, which rest in peace. She was an amazing rapper, amazing person. I forget which of them exactly introduced us, but I was working with both of them at the time. And I think kind of just through, I don't know exactly how it happened, but it was
proximity
around
somehow.
Exactly. Yeah. But yeah, that was Piranha. And then after that, did the collab album Cocotazo with Life of Tom.
Friend of the program. Shouts out Tom.
Life of Tom, the GOAT. There's like 5 Life of Tom. There must be 5 Life of Toms running around because that dude is never.
Yes, that's the joke. Like, and it actually happens all the time. Like, there's been a few times I'll be at a show. I remember one time I was at a show and I go to my buddy. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Turn around and I like bump heads with him. And I was like, and I just saw him like a couple days before that. I was like, you're literally everywhere. So.
He's every single place.
Everywhere all at once. Whatever that movie title is. That's it.
And I admire that about him too. Me and Tom are real close. Like he's a great dude, great rapper. But I admire that so much about him because I don't know if it's a producer mindset or maybe just I don't like being outside that much, but like he is outside so much, and I'm like, how do you have any time for yourself, for, you know, stuff that isn't music? And like, you know, this is it's just him. He's just he has the energy for it, and I praise him for that. Like that's
because I don't like if I'm doing like one event a week, I'm like, that's enough.
For
like,
sure, it's a lot. It's a lot. Yeah. And
especially when you're working as hard as he is, like you're saying, like you're working hard, like we're all working hard. So it's like,
I mean, if you peep his story, sometimes he's in like 4 different studios in one day.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I don't even know 4 studios. He's in them. Fuck. Shouts out Tom.
Shouts out Tom.
Good
I'm
dude.
always been under I always feel like the one producer rapper collab albums are always the best. They're just the most sonically cohesive. I wish more people would. I think they're more common now than they probably used to be, but I wish more people would just do that. I think we'll get a better end result.
Me too, man. I mean, it's just proof positive with stuff like what Madlib does with Freddie, you know, Al and Freddie. I love the one with Al, Wiki, and Mike.
Yes, that's a good one.
Faith is a rock.
Faith is a rock.
That's
something like that. Yeah.
I'm real bad with like recollection.
Same.
And,
dude, I don't know what that is.
It's
like,
a mental gap, and all I ever do is listen to music.
But I think it's getting worse as I get older. I don't know if it's age, or I don't know if I'm just inputting so much information into my brain that I can't recall anything. It's like maybe a combo of both. But.
For me, it's just brain rot. I love Instagram Reels.
Do you?
Oh my God, they're so good.
I don't. Like, I don't know.
I got to send you some good ones.
I'm scared. What, is your algorithm scary? You seem like a scary algorithm guy.
That's fucked up for you to say. I don't know why you would say that to a guy like me.
What would you send me?
My algorithm's pretty chill. I mean, for me, I do get a lot of music stuff, which is great. Actually, on some serious shit, I find so many good artists through my algorithm that like the second I hear something I like, and maybe, you know, this person might only have whatever 100 followers, doesn't matter. I'm hitting you up. I'm sending you a pack. Like that's
fire.
Part of my process, and that's almost how I justify to my wife, at least, that like, no, it's
research.
I need reels.
It's research, honey.
I need reels. Yeah. I need 3 hours of reels every day, or else this ship is sinking.
I discover a lot of artists too. Just like I don't even scroll TikTok that much, but the other day I found this producer. Oh, what was her name? Lollipop Beats. You know who Lollipop Beats is?
I'm not sure.
She has a huge following. You know her? She has a huge following on TikTok, and she's this little British white girl, and she makes like Chicago drill music.
Oh shit.
And it's sick.
Lollipop Beats.
Something like that. She was fire. So like you find some random stuff on the algorithm, so
okay.
It's good for some things.
I gotta tap in.
Yeah. She was
Lollipop.
dope.
Okay. Yeah, the algorithm's great, man. I mean, that's the good half of my algorithm. Maybe I got some cooking videos in there too. I like cooking some different things. But the other half is, you know, it's a lot of bullshit.
I won't get you started on the olive oil.
Thank you. On the olive oil?
Yeah.
Fuck, please. I know I said it in the other thing. I don't know if people are going to be watching both of these things that we recorded, but if you're buying, this is just a little aside. If you're buying Graza olive oil still, you're a sheep. Don't waste your money on that. If Big Graza wants to come after me about this, that's fine. You're overcharging people for olive oil, and it's not even that good.
We're getting overcharged for everything, though, at this day and age.
Right.
So this is just the name of the game. It's
sure.
Life.
Sure.
My last thing before we get into Paella, and I'm jumping around a little bit, but just something I wanted to ask you before. Have you stayed in touch with Doechii since all that?
Not exactly, no.
No.
I wish I could like lie and be like, I wish I was a better liar sometimes. I would be like, yeah, it's the homie, you know? I feel like a lot of people lie about the homies. I don't know how many people
have a lot of homies. Yeah.
A lot of homies. And I'll leave it at that. But no, that is not the homie, although she had been very nice to me. We've been in the studio together. But any contact we've had recently has been through TDE. So
what's the craziest studio session you've ever been in?
Probably that one with Doechii, or my first one ever. So I moved out to LA in 2020, and I did a session with this random artist. I forget his name. I forget a lot about this session. It was a while ago, but
but it was sick.
An NBA player comes in. it was a bench guy. I don't mean to disrespect this guy if he sees
You don't
this.
even know who it is?
It was a bench player on like the Wizards or something, but he pulls up and I'm just chilling next to this like pretty well-known NBA player who's just like writing to my shit. I'm like, what's up, bro? He's like 8 feet tall. It
wasn't like Miles Bridges, was it?
Nah, I would have remembered that. I think bro might be out of the league by this point.
Yo, my craziest studio session, I was with the 12 man on the Wizards. It's crazy.
I mean,
sorry if this guy was better than that. My apologies.
Like I said, I wish I was better at lying. I could have constructed a much better tale to spin.
That's funny.
Yeah, nah. I've had some crazy. I had a really nice session with MAVI once, who's one of my favorite artists.
He's dope.
I think that session was pretty sick too because our engineer's name just happened to be Chris Brown. So we were chilling with Chris Brown that day and MAVI. My manager, before saying any words to MAVI, started doing the robot for him, which was like it was an odd choice, but like I think it paid off in the end. Yeah.
like before saying hi?
Yeah.
He was late, and so was the engineer, Chris Brown. And I was like, yo, sorry, Chris Brown's, showing up late, but it's not like this Chris Brown.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's a little different.
I mean, to do the fucking
Honestly,
robot
fair
to a
robot.
guy.
I approve of that robot.
He didn't do the robot for him. He did it to him.
And he did it in his face. He crumped on him.
Yeah. It was fucked up.
Broke the Ice, and that's my #1 most listened to artist of that year, so I was hyped.
That's
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so speaking of MAVI, now we can get into the album because he's on it.
For sure.
I don't know how much we're going to talk about, like, I don't know when this is going to be out, so I don't know like what we could say.
Talk about it all.
Talk about
Yep.
So MAVI's on it.
Mm-hmm.
He's on a song with Overcast.
Yes.
Free Fall.
Yep.
How did that one come together? Overcast, I assume he's in New York, so I feel like you probably know him pretty well.
Yeah. We've known each other for a while. So the song started out because I produced the song Too Much to Zell for MAVI back in 24. And instead of taking the option for the advance, I had it written into the contract that like I kind of negotiated for a verse.
You did a swap.
I did a swap instead. And so I had that one kind of in the bank, and I was hoping MAVI wouldn't be too upset about it because, I mean, he took the deal, but also like I would hope that whatever I provided him with, he would respect musically. And I think he did. And then we laid down that verse. I think for a couple weeks, I was trying to find someone else who could go toe-to-toe with MAVI, but also made sense to be on the track with him. Kind of a similar energy. And I thought, shit, Overcast. Like, Overcast is one of my favorite rappers, artists, producers right now. If you're not familiar with him, definitely tap in. But I'm sure most people are.
He produces for Drake, so he's at that level.
Yeah, exactly.
When you're producing for someone who's like also a producer, is there any added pressure? Like they're gonna be judgmental of your beats?
I don't know if it's like false confidence, but I definitely have a lot of confidence in my shit at this point. And it wasn't my first song with Overcast either, so I kind of felt like I think I like it, and sent him the beat. Maybe 3 days later, I got a verse back, and I was like, "Holy shit!" I mean, you heard it.
Yeah, it's good.
One of my favorite tracks on the album. Yeah, so I'm excited for you guys all to hear it too.
Yes, I'm excited for everyone to hear. I'm looking at. I wrote it down, so I had it. The track list, but it's a lot of. I don't know how to describe the lane that these artists are in, but they're all in like the lane that I consume. I don't know how I would describe it, but like.
Yeah, it's very. I mean, the whole thing is obviously curated by myself. But these are the qualifications for this album were people that I listen to and I like their music.
Yeah, like they would all fit in this bucket for me as well.
For sure, yeah. And I hope a lot of people feel the same because this album for me is a mix of people you probably know and, you like their music, you respect their artistry, and some people you may not know that I believe I'm basically buying stock real low. Not real. I don't know. Maybe cut this out. But some people that I think have amazing potential. And I just can't wait to see what they do with it. So, I'm really happy with the cavalcade of people we were able to get together.
Good word. You got some good words going on. Good vocab.
Thank you. Stoic was a SAT word. That's how I got my name.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a good like Prince. It's like Prince.
Yeah.
Cher, Madonna, Stoic.
There you go. Exactly.
Who else? Black Sam being on this album, you said you're cool with him. Have you ever done one of his because he's kind of on brand with the food and the paella thing. You ever done one of his like Michelin Man dinner things?
I haven't. No,
He invited me to one and I didn't go and I regret it.
Yeah, those things look insane.
They look sick.
Nah, but Ben is this is not a lie. He's the homie. Very close friend of mine. Amazing dude. I haven't been able to make it for any of his dinner parties, but he's a guy that's like, when I first heard him, it was probably at least 3 years ago at this point. I was taken back because you don't hear anyone rapping first in that tone. And secondly, using the words he's putting together to just speak about some fish. Yeah. It's incredible. I don't know how his brain works. And speaking to him more and more, as I'm sure you have too, like you start to realize, oh, this guy's different. This is a unique person.
He's dope.
Yeah, he's great.
How'd you come up with the title for the album?
So PAELLA, it's nothing really too deep, I gotta be honest. Whenever I think of something that could look and sound cool as an album title, I write it in my notes. So I have about 15 titles right now that are just going to be my next albums. I start with the name and then I work from there. So the paella one, I felt like was also easy to build a world around because, I mean, if you equate the dish of a paella to a project, you have a whole bunch of different ingredients that come together to make something beautiful. So in my mind, it makes perfect sense. Also, growing up, my mom's side of the family is Puerto Rican, and I know it's not a Puerto Rican dish, but there are Puerto Rican spins on paella, and I grew up eating that a lot, so it's one of my favorites.
Can you give me one other potential title that's on the list? Maybe one lower on the list. You think you might not get to it? Or maybe not because you're going to give away the sauce.
No. I have a couple I could rattle off. Smithereens.
That's a good one.
Smithereens.
That's a good one.
I like that one a lot. Lobster Twice, I think is a good one.
I like Smithereens more.
Yeah.
Both good. Smithereens is my favorite. Give me one more.
I had another one that was a little more jokey, but it was All My Shooters Italian.
Fuck yes. That's my favorite, obviously.
That one was actually me and Nick Caution were thinking because we were just talking about being Italian. Just All My Shooters Italian. There was a while where Nick Caution and I were going to have a project together. We still may, but we'll put it on the back burner for right now.
And then my favorite track I told you before. Oh, you know who someone you work with? You've worked with a few times, I think, that I like a lot is Jev. Jev is someone that needs more attention, more spotlight on him because he's dope.
Jev is another one of those guys like Ben or Black Sam, where it's like when I heard him, you could kind of relate it to something like a lot of people would relate him to Joey with his energy and his aggression, but like older Joey. But also just the way he says things. He has this kind of swagger to him that's almost reminiscent of like ODB, who, being from Staten Island, big ODB guy, Wu-Tang.
You have to be, by law.
Exactly. That's it.
You're getting whacked.
To fuck you up. Jev is one of those guys that's so unique. And he's one of those artists that everything he says, he believes it.
Yeah. That's a good way to put it. Big Jev fan. Everyone on the album, I feel like I'm sure you're probably gonna get into it. I see Win on here.
Yeah,
Win is dope.
Win's dope. I've liked Win for a while now. She's doing some amazing shit. Like there's so many good like artists I literally love. That's why I'm so excited about this project. Q the Hero and Big Luke.
Q the Hero.
Yeah, those kids. I think at the time they recorded their verses, they were like 17 or 18 years old, which is fucking nuts.
That's crazy. How old is Q now?
18, I believe.
Yeah, it's like I don't know how I even discovered his music, but I remember I just stumbled upon it and it was.
Yeah, I found him on TikTok actually.
Yeah.
Back in the day, I used to use TikTok and I heard a song with him and Luke, and immediately I hit him up. I was like, "Yo, guys, I put him in a group chat. I said, you both have to rap on one of my beats, please."
Hell yeah.
And I think like 4 iterations later, and it became the track from PAELLA that everyone will hear soon. But yeah, those guys remind me of like early Odd Future, like
yes, it has like that same lo-fi, like raw DIY sound.
Saying whatever the fuck you want, don't care who gets mad.
Yeah.
They have a nice Osama bin Laden line on this album, so I think the listeners will really enjoy that. Yeah, just like really brash and like I love that energy. I mean, my favorite raps or my favorite rappers even are the ones that can make you laugh while they're saying some cool shit, like Action Bronson.
I was literally about to say that. I was listening to Planet Frog earlier today.
Planet Frog, bro. I would say one of my favorite albums of the year. I would actually put Q the Heroes album. I forget the fucking name.
I'm actually working on my best rap albums of 2026 so far video as we speak. That's what I was working on before you came in.
What do you got on there, if you don't mind me asking?
I was debating Planet Frog at 10. It's hard to just do 10. I was struggling at the 10 spot, but I don't think Action Bronson's going to get on there. Like it
was a bit of a shorter project too.
Yeah. I shouldn't say my number one. You know what album I love that I actually wasn't going to put on it because I think it's not too like it blends too many genres. I didn't want to just qualify it as hip hop. Listen to Genesis Owusu.
No.
Listen to that album.
Okay.
Red Star Wu and the Worldwide Scourge. Genesis Owusu. That might be my favorite album of the year.
I've never even heard half of those words.
Unbelievable.
Okay.
That one's good.
Okay.
Deontay Hitchcock, who's on your album.
Yeah.
Junkie in the Sun is up there for me.
Bro, Deontay is one of those guys that like, you know, he's had moments here and there. And he's a big artist. This isn't to like.
He's been around for a while, and
yeah, he's been doing his thing. He's much bigger than I am in terms of like, you know, people knowing him. But I think his ceiling is so fucking high. He actually has one of my favorite verses on anything I've produced. It's on this track called "Be Good" with Reyan. We called in Deontay for a feature, and he just spazzed. Like he went so hard for no reason. I don't even think like I paid him. Like not that he wanted money, but like I don't even think it was like he needed bread. He just like did it for the love of the game. He's a great dude. He's a very, very good artist.
And then my favorite song I said is with Trevor Spitta, because Trevor's been my guy for a long time. I'm a day one Trevor Spitta fan, so I like seeing him on the track list.
Trevor is another one. I can't say enough good things about all these guys, but like he has this this confidence and this bravado to him that's like, again, another guy that you can tell he means what he says, and he has some bars. A lot of his shit is very funny. He's a funny fucking dude.
He said it to me like kind of once when I was hanging out with him. But he said something like he always finds like in his words like the flyest way to say something. He's like, I want to say this, but what's like the flyest way I could say that? And he always like finds like a cool way to use words. I don't know. He's great. I love him.
He really is.
When you're producing for all these artists, we just went through a lot of the people on the track list. Do you take a different approach to like how you work with them? Like, do you kind of go with what their approach and recording process is? Or do you, if it's like your project, are you kind of dictating like, this is what we're doing and you're kind of getting people like walking them through?
Yeah. For most of this project, I might be like kind of a dick for doing this, but instead of sending stuff that I know they would like, I sent stuff that would challenge them a little, and maybe stuff that they haven't rapped over.
That's good. That's what makes it interesting. That's a good way to do it.
Like Q the Hero and Big Luke, I sent him a bossa nova type beat. Trevor Spitta, I sent him like a beat with like sample chops and like kind of like a boom bappy like
it wasn't his normal. Wasn't like what he normally raps on. Yeah,
but I know that he can go there, and I think, if nothing else, I'll think it's interesting and I'll probably love it, and hopefully the fans will too. I kind of wanted to push people a little, but also like bring out different sides of people while also, you know, keeping them in my world a little bit.
I think that's the benefit of an artist working with a good producer. Like they might hear something in you that you don't hear yourself. I just had Lute in here from Dreamville, and he said that about Under the Sun, which is his biggest song. He said like that at the time he almost turned it down because he felt like this isn't my beat, this isn't what I normally rap on, and he was going to turn it down. But then he was like, in his head he was like, I'm in no position in my career to turn stuff down. If someone thinks I should rap on this, I should rap on it. And then it's like his fans' favorite verse, it's his biggest song, so it's like, sometimes people need someone like that to
Definitely. And that's how I feel, just building off that. That's how I feel still to this day. I'm in no position to turn things down. Like whether it be, you know, a podcast episode or not this one specifically.
Trust me, I wanted to turn this one down, but my manager forced me to.
Yeah, I mean, some shit obviously you have to do. But no. Whether it be like, you know, sending out beats or a studio session, like if I have the time, I'm going to do it just because a lot of cool stuff is bred from moments that you don't expect. Like me and Tom's, Life of Tom's album, Cocotazo, I didn't expect to make an album with the dude, but we had a session one day and it just kept going and the rest is history. Like, you know, I love those little unexpected moments. I could probably also mention this. My next album after PAELLA is almost finished at this point. Should I say who it's with? So my manager actually set up a nice session for me one day with an artist by the name of My Favorite Color.
Oh,
and
cool.
At first I was familiar with his stuff. I hadn't listened to too much, but you know, I think I had a busy week and I was like, listen, Tony, you know, I'll do it. I don't know how much time I have for this session, but like, fuck it, let's do it. And that one session led to an entire album. So
that's dope.
You got to say yes to things.
I like that. I actually met him for the first time at South by Southwest this year.
He's a man.
I bumped into him.
He is the homie. He's a great dude. We were just out in Malibu a few months ago. Stayed over the crib and we made some really good stuff and shot some videos. So hopefully you guys will see that sooner than later.
Well, PAELLA is dropping soon. We said August 19th, we think, as of recording, as long as it doesn't change. But it's I got lucky enough to listen to it. It was very good. I'm excited for it to be out, everyone to hear it. What can people expect like once it's out? Do you have videos, any merch, physicals?
Yeah, we're going to have videos. We're doing merch. I really want to do some cooking aprons. I think that's a really cool idea.
Yeah, that's cool.
You know, for me,
hell yeah.
I think it's very easy to make a t-shirt, to make a hat. I've seen people do stickers. I don't know how many more t-shirts and hats people need at this point. I love buying them myself, but like I was kind of thinking, what is something unique? So I'm thinking along the lines of like an apron or maybe PAELLA themed knife set, like cooking utensil set, stuff like that. That I think that, you know, people might even buy it without knowing what PAELLA is just because it looks cool. There are some ideas.
That's cool. I'm going to throw an idea. Can I throw an idea?
No.
Cookbook.
Cookbook.
Do cookbook. Every artist can put their own thing in it. Even if it's like something like they just microwave something.
Write that down.
How about that?
That's pretty sick.
It's probably a big endeavor, but it would be sick.
I'm learning that most things are.
Yes, most things are a pain in the ass.
When you got an album with like 15 collaborators trying to pin down everyone for things, it's real
probably
tough.
A huge pain in the ass. But I will buy an apron. I like supporting with my wallet, buying the merch and stuff like that. And
I appreciate that.
So I will buy an apron.
Oh, yeah, we're doing a vinyl run as well. We just got the test pressings back for those.
All right, I'll buy that too.
We'll send you one. I forget if there's anything else, but yeah, we got some cool shit on the way, definitely.
All right, hell yeah.
Yeah, we just have to make people care about it first.
And that's what we're doing right now. Now everyone cares about it. There you go.
Shit. Okay. Thank you. Sick.
All right, so PAELLA dropping soon. Make sure you check it out. A bunch of singles are out now. Which ones are out right now?
Right now, we got Up and Away featuring Mick Jenkins and Kai Crusade.
Banger.
We got Lover featuring Samant.
Banger.
And I guess at the time of this interview, we'll have Hunting Season featuring CJ Fly, Jev, and Nick Caution.
Banger.
I believe that's all we should have by now.
And where can people follow you?
You can find me on Instagram at StoicBeGood, TikTok at StoicBeGood, YouTube at Stoic_. That's all you need to find me on.
Maybe I'm going to just rap over one of your beats that are on YouTube. And like that'll be my first attempt ever at rapping will be over one of your YouTube beats. I'll pick a random one.
We should do a video we could get in the studio together.
I would do that. Would you do that?
I would.
It would be mostly just embarrassing for me, but I'll do it still.
I'll lay down a verse too.
Will you?
Yeah.
You promise. All right. I just committed to something I don't know if I wanted to commit to, but I did it. So it's on camera.
Perfect.
All right. Thank you, Stoic. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. PAELLA. Make sure you check it out. And yeah, thanks.
Be good.